Alright, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, we're going to have all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and salutations to elect that they are feeding the sheep of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai with sincerity and truth. I'm the brother Barak. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson, and we're just going to be speaking about these people. They're not ready for destruction that's happening, right? You know, they, basically, what they're, I have the screenshot right here actually. So it says experts warn global mass starvation is coming by summer, right? Lack of oil, diesel, and fertilizer as the U.S. war of aggression on Iran has no end in sight, right? Because what the scriptures speak about, that's the second war has passed, right? And the third war coming quickly, right? Let's bring it out. Second war.
What are these people saying? This war is not going to last no more than 2 weeks. Look at what we're at.
That devil said, we wiped out 100% of their armies. But then all of a sudden you're sending 3,500 military troops. This is the book of Revelation 11 and 14. It says the second war was past, and behold, the third war coming quickly, right? That third world war is it's coming, right?
I got it, please, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So you see this devil DJT. His words are smooth. He knows how to deceive the masses. He knows how to lie to the crowd. He knows how to give people a false sense of hope. But deep down inside, there's war in his heart. Ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Shai is using this man to speed up the times. Right? You're going to start to see, man, just like the brother said, starvation, mass starvation by the summer. Right? Implementation of the digital ID, RFID microchip. They're going to issue that RFID microchip. Right?
Yeah, because all it takes is really, let's think about it this way, right? You have the oil, right? Oil prices, that affects transportation. Those transportation, you can't get any more diesel fuel to start powering those tractors, those certain farm farm equipment, right? You don't get any more diesel fuel. Right? Then, those trucks that deliver the goods and transport the goods, you're not getting any fuel for that, right? Prices of transportation is going to be a lot more, it's going to increase, right? And this is the thing, man. The Lord has to allow this to happen, right? And people, they don't realize what, they can never fathom the idea of, famine, right? They can never fathom the idea of, Go ahead, you got something?
This is the book of Luke 21 and 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs there be from heaven.
Yeah, so the scriptures, they're telling you that famines are going to happen, right? Natural disasters, right? The Lord is going to send volcano eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis, right? Storms, right? Even different monsters, newly created creatures, right? Are going to be sent out for judgment. You hear about these things like fucking Bigfoot. You thought that was kind of you thought that was a myth. You thought that wasn't real. No, the Lord has certain creatures reserved for a later time period that he's never brought out.
Tied up on a leash, waiting, man, fierce and hungry to ravage some people, man. The Lord is going to be putting the spirits on these animals very soon as well.
The Leviathan, yeah.
This is the book of Matthew 24 and 21. For the trouble at that time will be far more terrible than any there has ever been from the beginning of the world to this very day, nor will there ever be anything like it again. All right, Matthew 24 and 21 in the GNT. So the trouble that is to come is going to be far more exceeding than any natural event, any natural disaster, any war, anything that you saw or experienced through history, this story, this is going to be way more severe. And that's the time that we're coming into, man, Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, I got it. Second Ezra 15, verse 19. right? And this is part of the prophecy, right? It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbors, but shall make an assault upon their houses with the sword, and plunder their goods, because of hunger for bread and because of great tribulation." Right? Because of hunger and bread and great tribulation. So, ultimately people are going to be starving, and to the point where they're going to start killing each other. They're not going to have any pity, right?
And I got that right down in the book of Second Kings 6:29. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, "Give thy son that we may eat him." And she had fed her son. And you know what? I want to bring that out in another translation, because a lot of people want to say, "Well, that's not what that means." And, that's what that means, plain and simple. All right. So this is the book of 2 Kings 6:29, the NLT. All right. So we cooked my son and ate him. Then the next day I said to her, "Kill your son so we can eat him." But she had hidden her son. So when there's no more food, there's no more luxury of walking into the store like you used to, picking up a can of soda, picking up some fried chicken from the prepared aisle, going to Publix, getting a pub sub, right? You're not gonna have that anymore, man. That's gonna be extinct.
And there's not gonna be no family gatherings, neighbors, little cousin, Johnny, or your neighbor Jamal from across the street, comes over. He plays with a scooter and he plays Xbox. Yeah, you invite that little kid over, they're gonna fucking, they're gonna put him in the fucking oven.
Little cousin John.
Right? They're gonna shoot little Johnny. They're gonna shoot him and then make him the fucking chicken. Because that's the spirit these people are gonna be on when all hell breaks loose. You know what I'm saying?
What's the scripture say? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many
shall wax cold. Yeah.
All right. So what's gonna happen, man? There's gonna be no more love. There's gonna be no more hate.
Oh, there's already. You've seen people just they basically basically, how do I say it? Like the spirit of like 4th of July gatherings, the spirit of like unity, like that's just all over. You know what I'm saying? There's no like there's no more block parties anymore. There's no more if there is, people are shooting each other, right? Everybody's basically killing each other now. You know what I'm saying?
What have we seen, man? We have never seen that. For how many years, man? People getting together, gathering, man. There's no such thing anymore. They can't even afford their own food, man. People are going paycheck to paycheck. You think we're suddenly gonna get back together and just kumbaya? These Israelites, man, we're gonna flee Babylon. Meanwhile, they're in fucking Babylon and they think everything's good, using the fucking electrical grid that this devil Esau provides.
They're like, we got a homestead. We got food and farmland, electricity. Man, you put a target on your back, bro. Like, and the thing is, it never works out either. You have that guy Newbury, Global Truth, right? He tried making they tried making like some lost civilization, whatever you call it, like some reestablished civilization, like on their own land. That shit didn't fucking work, bro.
And the fucking thing, because the Lord's not dealing with that, man. The scriptures in Micah chapter 2 and 10 say, all right.
And you have IUIC too. They're trying to make their own branch. Right, I got recording again.
Every piece of clothing has to be proper fabric. They don't understand.
You can't keep every law, bro. If you see one of those people from the alphabet community on the street, right? The law tells you have to go, delete that person, right? But on this side, we're not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you're breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? We wear mixed fabrics every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or how about go to Israel, 3 times out of the year?
This is the book of Micah 2 and 10.
Right, you're breaking every law. We're not fully, because the thing is, until we get those new spiritual bodies, and that's basically relating to the when the new covenant is fully established. We cannot keep every law, right?
We're living in these fleshly bodies, man. Part of the thing of keeping the Passover, man, reflecting on what the Lord did for our people during this time, man, and how He sent the death angel and he marked all those people, man. And it's a serious time in the way, man. We can only leave this place through Yahweh Shai.
I got
Without
that.
salvation. I do got a quick one.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, he shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. Alright, so this place sets you up to be destroyed, man. There's no hope in this world, man. That's why we hope and seek the kingdom to come. That's why we're pilgrims and sojourners, man, on this earth, man. We're only here for a short time. We're planning on getting the fuck out of this place, man. Right? Because the way that you're seeing it right now, there's going to be no more building back, getting back together. But, you know, a lot of you Israelites out there, man, you have that spirit of you want to build with your family, you want to do a fucking family flex off and show everybody in Israel that you got it all down. You're all good to go, man. We hate you fucking people, man. I have always something to say, man, about the prophets and the men out there laboring, but you ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Except wearing some fucking goddamn t-shirt and fringes.
Yeah, you people, you know who you are.
You know who you are, man.
You're trying to build, different types of ranches and establishment. And the thing is, these people, they don't go on the highways and hedges. They have no lessons. But, they're all of a sudden, they have something bad against to say about the camps. Specifically, Great Millstone. You people never even watch a Great Millstone video a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or any of the brothers preaching the Great Millstone doctrine, right? And you have always something to say, bro.
We don't like how we curse, or we don't like how the message sounds.
And there was one guy in particular. He said this guy that I was speaking to, bro, and this guy was calling on the names Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and then he told me one day he told me basically he saw a brother's video and then was disgusted by it. Man, honestly, go fuck yourself, bro. Because ultimately that's judgment from the Lord. Have you ever seen brothers' videos and you're feeling disgusted by it? Those are demons, bro. Yeah, and ultimately, that's honestly like, Tlakio. I don't know. I have nothing to say to that. That's just some crazy work. You know what I'm saying? Like we're tired, and you people. The thing is, we have we have to be merciful. We have to be patient. But there's a point where we say, all right, this guy's not going to get it. We can't talk to you no more.
And here's the thing. The thing is you people don't understand that this place is not our rest. You guys still want to hold on to that hope that you can just have a nice big family and be with the wife. Be with the family. Hang out. White picket fence, man. We don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the guy was basically saying. He said something like he was disturbed or disgusted. He saw a video of the brother on the YouTube, and man, like, bro, like, if you're having these type of thoughts during this time period, towards the prophets, man, you're done, bro. Right? And I have a scripture. I'm gonna bring this up. Yeah. Go ahead.
3:10. A man that is arrogant after the first and second admonition, reject. All right, reject. We're gonna reject you. You scoff and ask people, man. You don't want to believe. You don't want to hear. You want to keep this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Then ultimately, you're not gonna be stable.
So the Lord could put a spirit on you to get drafted, bro. Send your ass to the military. He could. Who knows what he can cause you to bug out during Jacob's trouble, right? You have a lot of people. They think that during this when Jacob's trouble happens, they're gonna go run outside and go start shooting people, right? Start being heroes.
Commando Joe or something like that.
Man, you're done, bro. You're done. You're done, right? I have a scripture. This is the book of 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. It says, They mocked the messengers of Yahweh Shemyoshai and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy. Right? And this is what these people are doing right now. They basically mocked and misused the prophets, the men of the Lord. Say, yo, that's not going to happen. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you guys been saying this for thousands of years. But now these things are finally happening. You want to come back around saying, oh, have you heard about this? Man, fuck you, bro. Like, just get the fuck out of here, bro.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 9. I actually still have it here. Bear with me. book of Galatians 6 and 7. And be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked for what's over. I mean, and soweth that shall be also reap. Right? So you want to sow discord, you want to debate, you want to have a problem with the prophets, the men out there that are preaching this gospel directly and correctly, you're going to reap what you sow, man. You're going to be judged according to that. Right? And that goes for all you people, man, that had something to say. You had a problem with us. You're going to eat your words, man. You're going to eat your words, man. You're going to be in fear for your life, man, when you have somebody trying to intrude in your house.
And they're not gonna just try to take your goods. You know, they're gonna try to take you, like literally, they're gonna try to take you and rape you.
Ravage you, rape you, and then cook you after, man. I mean, this is not a joke, man. Alright, we've seen this happen in places before. When there's no law, when there's no emergency services, man, watch how crazy people get. Watch how abrupt they bring out deadly certain spirits. Actually,
I got something.
Okay, bring it out.
Yeah, this is the book of Luke 23 and 31. It says, "For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?" Right? You're already seeing people getting, man, crazy shit already.
But we're not even in that.
And we're not even in that time period yet. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, because keep in mind, when people realize, there's a lot of, killers out there, serial killers, whatever the case might be, right? Or spirits created for vengeance, right? That were made, but they haven't been actually, they've been reserved. Because, and the reason a lot of the time is because basically, there's certain laws set up to where, the spirit's on them right now to not, actually go commit these crimes. But, once the grid is off, right? Once the police systems are down, right? No one's working. They're gonna come out there. They're gonna do the job that the Lord gave them to do. They're gonna be used exactly what they're created for.
Their sole purpose, man. They go out their whole life acting normal. Your neighbor, they're saying hi across the street. Their wife bought muffins. Everything looks all fine and dandy, man. You never know what these people are doing behind closed doors, man. Staring at your children with binoculars, waiting for the moment, man, where all hell breaks loose, where they can finally do some damage, or just fucking arsonists, delinquents, vandalizers, just you name it, man. These people, they lust behind closed doors, and those spirits are going to be activated pretty soon. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right, so the Lord Yahweh set these people up. And for all you people that want to say, well, there's no evil, there's such thing as evil. That's not true, man. We're creating a balance of everything, good and bad. Right? So when little Susie dropped her head and her guts splattered, her brain splattered all over the place, alright? Or little baby Mañana got crushed when his papi crushes fucking head.
He drove over him with the Ford Raptor, wasn't looking the other way. Just drive right over his 1-year-old son.
He thought he crushed her. Come on, crushed his son's fucking head. That's what's gonna happen to you people, man. We laugh because we're gonna be laughing at your calamities. Alright, we hate what is wicked. You people were wicked, man. You deserve to die. That's it. And this is the book of Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yeah, so these people are gonna get out. They're gonna be basically ravaged, bro. What does the scripture say?
Let me repeat that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was laughing. It's a lot. You haven't fallen for a little bit. But this is the book of Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord created good and evil, hatred and love, a time to build, a time to destroy. He created all these things with a balance. There's two sides. And
I got.
now the time's coming where there's going to be a lot of evil rampant. Right? There's going to be a lot of evil rampant. Bring that out.
I got Isaiah 13:16. It says their little ones also will be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses will be plundered and their wives ravished. Right? That's a spirit that's coming, bro. And your pastor ain't gonna tell you this, right? Goddamn LeBron James isn't gonna tell you this. The Weeknd, Chris Brown, they're not gonna tell you this. These fucking celebrities, man. Nobody gives a fuck about a goddamn celebrity anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because all these people, they're gonna go tell you to take the chip. You know what I'm saying? They have certain celebrities like Kim Kardashian, characters like Elon Musk. Certain characters, these people are gonna, towards the end, right? Which we're in the end of this thing. But don't expect these people, soon they're gonna start convincing you, or in any way, shape, or form to basically take that RFID microchip.
This is the book of Matthew 7:15. Be aware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. And you even talking about that modern passage, man, that are hand in hand with these celebrities. T.D. Spinks, all right,
Joel Osteen, what's that guy, Kenneth Copeland,
Tony Robbins, man. These fucking motherfuckers, man, coming out of the woodwork. They say something about
you need to don't give up.
Believe in yourself. Nigga, you just spent $25,000 fucking dollars. Your wife's about to divorce, so you have this big ass lumpy dumpy Oompa Loompa nigga saying, believe in yourself. Don't give up.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about a goddamn motivational speech, bro. That whole spirit is over. That spirit is over, bro. People are deleting themselves. And that's the thing, bro. Like these, how do I say it? People are deleting themselves now, or people are deleting themselves right now. Now, right? What's it gonna be when shit hits the fan? They're not gonna just delete themselves. They're gonna go and kill 10 people, 15 people.
That's gonna be
then they're gonna go delete themselves.
What happened first? You got those Sandy Hook back in 2012. That was like unheard of. Other than a few times before. Now it's a normal thing, man. These fucking schools getting locked.
Now you're seeing, teenagers, 15-year-olds, right, 13-year-olds. They're going to school, bringing a knife to school, bringing a gun to school. Anybody they can, they're basically killing, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're putting up, all sorts of elaborate plans, right? That's why this place has to go, bro. And the thing is, the Lord, He has people like this left over. He's gonna basically, like we were saying earlier,
He spoils.
These people, He has judgment reserved for the wicked, bro. And I believe there's a scripture on that.
Spirit born in vain.
The Lord reserve it.
Because the Lord created the elect, and then you 2/3, man, you heathens, man, set up born in vain.
All right, I got this. This is book of. Hold on 1 second, KJV. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so let's see. So 2 Peter 2:9. It said, the Lord know not how to deliver the godly from temptation, but to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be tormented. Right? These people are the Lord, and let's see, let's bring this out as well. Psalms 37:28, it says, for the Lord loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Right, so even if there's a wicked person that's walking around right now, they might have done some crazy thing, to the men of the Lord, to the prophets, whatever the case is. The Lord, He has certain spirits ready to fucking kill them, but for a latter time period. Salakia. He has certain spirits. Basically, he's basically delaying their judgment for a future date. You know what I'm saying? To where he's gonna send out a bunch of people at once. To basically he could send out a bunch of people to rape them and torture them,
It's the book of
torment them, kill them, chop their head off.
It's the book of Psalms 105:15 saying, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. So if you're doing harm unto the prophets, if you're vexing them, you're causing them to get distracted, if you just bringing folly around them, and the Lord sees that, He's going to punish you for nothing unaccounted for, man. The Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, you know. Best believe I can, and I go out there, you know, somebody's doing you dirty, man, to that certain point. Scripture says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mightily to be hollow for pulling down strongholds. So, you know, send up some fervent prayers, some curses on your enemies.
Yeah.
Curse your enemies, man. You can do that.
Yeah, and
I gotta say, a lot of you niggas out there are scared, man. You feel like that's some crazy down. Curse your enemies. I thought we were supposed to love everybody. Love.
Move in love.
Move in love. Well, listen, man. The Lord hates wickedness, man. He hates these wicked people. That
the scripture said, "Love not the world and the things therein."
Be
Right?
not conformed to the world.
Why the fuck? So are we supposed to love this world then? No, we're not supposed to love this fucking world, bro.
We're being prepared to be transitioned out of this world, man. And in that transition, in that period that we're in, we gotta learn how to let go of the world, man. Lust in this world, the people in this world. We don't fucking care about the people anymore. Alright? Our hearts are hardened, and it's a good thing. Right? Because we want to make it out of this place, man. We're not trying to hold on to this place. Right? Scripture, what does the scripture say? If thy right hand offend thee, cut it off. Alright, so if you people are causing us to stumble, man, you stumbling blocks, we're just gonna
fuck you, bro.
Man.
That's
fuck
it.
You, and that's it. Get out of our face. And we're not with it.
And the thing is, the scripture say, you know, that's a bad position for you because, you know, if you offended the little ones of the Lord, then it's better for you to hang a millstone around your neck and jump into the ocean, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you offend the prophets, you know.
Bring that out, Luke 17:2.
Yeah, let's bring that out.
17:2.
Yeah, I got it. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 17:2. It says, "It would be better for them to be thrown into the sea with a millstone tied around their neck than to cause one of these little ones to stumble." Right? Those little ones, you can apply that to the prophets of the Lord, right? You know, the elect, right? The sincere men of the Lord, right? And you people, the Lord's done with you people, bro. And these mass starvation, mass global warming, all these things are meant to destroy you people. Destroy you people in a mass excess, you know. And the thing is, bro, you have a lot of these women walking around with, you know, fat asses, you know, going to all these like fancy dinners. They're going to, you know, Salt Bay restaurant, right? What's that restaurant? Salt Bay. They're going to Michelin star restaurants, you know, steakhouses and gourmet bakeries and all this crazy shit. When this famine comes, you're gonna starve so bad, bro. You're gonna look like fucking skeletons, zombies.
You people don't know what it is to go a day or two without food. Let alone you root beast quiches, man. You guys have it. Oh, you guys think you have it all good, man, with your chest puffed up. All you gotta do is take a flight to Dubai, got some sand monkey shit on you. You make 50K. Now, this is the fucking world we live in, man. Meanwhile, there's people slaving their lives away. 60, 70 hours will be coming home. Cheetos on the floor. Sauce on the floor. Your woman treating you like shit. Shit stains all over the wall for your fucking kids because your woman can't change their diapers. This is what we're living for here, man. Bullshit ass place, man. You people are gonna get destroyed, man. This is the book of 2 Ezra 8:1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Alright, so this world to come, man, this kingdom, alright, not gonna be for you heathens, man. Alright, not gonna be for you people, man. You know, our people, the Israelites are the ones that were disobedient and destroyed on this time are gonna come back. They're the ones that the elect. But for the rest of these people, man, y'all ain't gonna have it. All nice and dandy, man. Alright? Get your house in order. Enjoy your time now, Esau and fucking heathens, man. Bum ass people. You got anything else? Yeah, man. So just a rant to the spirit, man. We just pissed off at the world. And we just pray, man, that the Lord delivers us out of this place, man. He picks up the time swiftly. So with that being said, Lord willing, this was, edifying. And we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Rakakodesh.
Obviously, I was an apostle, but also for who I teach one, sincerity, charity, peace, and salutation on the Lord's beloved elect. Shalom.
Shalom.